House Merryweather of Longtable is a noble but more minor house from the Reach. Their seat of Longtable is located at the confluence of the Mander and the Blueburn River, though they are seen as historically a prominent family of the Reach. But in more recent events, House Merryweather has lost a lot of their land and wealth after Robert's Rebellion. Their banner is a golden horn of plenty, spilling out apples, carrots, plums, onions, leeks, turnips, and fruits of many colours, over a white field bordered in gold, with their motto being, "Behold our bounty." Their seat of Longtable is located at the strong strategic position at the meeting of the Mander and Blueburn rivers. In order to get to the large town of Bitterbridge, you have to pass through Longtable, meaning in a time of war, Longtable would often be the staging ground for many armies. Most of House Merryweather's history before Aegon the Conqueror's conquest of Westeros is not yet known, with the first detailed account of their history coming during the Targaryen eras of Westeros. In the year 43 AC, under the rule of King Maegor, at the battle beneath the God's Eye, a Lord Merryweather was joined by the Lords Caswell and Peake in marching from the Reach to add their levies to that of King Maegor Targaryen's host against Prince Aegon the Uncrowned. While Lords Merryweather and Caswell advanced against Aegon's host from the south, King Maegor quickly killed his young nephew, and the battle turned into a rout. Old Lord Merryweather was later killed the following year by the outlawed warrior's sons, who remained loyal to Sir Joffrey Doggett, who would later go on to join the Kingsguard of Maegor's successor, King Jaehaerys Targaryen. In the year 129 AC, during the Targaryen Civil War of Succession that would become known as the Dance of the Dragons, Lord Merryweather was among the lords at court loyal to Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen, for which he was imprisoned when her half-brother, King Aegon II, also claimed the throne. Lord Merryweather was brought before the King's Justice and beheaded for refusing to bend the knee to King Aegon II, staying loyal to Rhaenyra and the oath he had made 10 years prior. Later, during the height of the Civil War, Lord Ormond Hightower led a siege of Longtable, hoping to capture the Merryweather seat in order to allow a safe assault on Bitterbridge. When Lady Merryweather yielded the castle, Lord Hightower kept his word and did no harm, but stripped Longtable of all its wealth and food before marching on to Bitterbridge, the main target of the army. Later, during the First Battle of Tumbleton, levies from Longtable joined the Black's host to fortify Tumbleton against the Hightowers, with many losing their lives in the battle during the bloody regency period of King Aegon III Targaryen, starting in the year 131 AC. The young Jane Merryweather was considered a potential bride for the young king, believing her to be a rival to his own daughter, Marielle. Lord Unwin Peake, the Hand of the King and Lord Protector, had rumours spread that Jane dressed in a squire's garb to visit the brothels at King's Landing in an attempt to disparage the girl. The fact she was not chosen suggests his efforts might have been successful. Towards the end of the Regency, in 136 AC, Mark Merryweather was chosen by lot in the Great Council to become a regent for King Aegon III. However, his time as a regent would turn out to be short-lived. Mark was well known for his love of feasts and was considered an inoffensive, though undistinguished, man to join the Council of Regents. When King Aegon III came of age later that year, he dismissed Mark from his office, much to his anger and displeasure, during the reign of the Mad King, Aerys Targaryen II. Between the years 226 and 283 AC, after Lord Tywin Lannister had resigned as Hand of the King, King Aerys raised Owen Merryweather to the office. Owen would become known as the Horn of Plenty Hand, owing to House Merryweather's sigil. When tensions grew between Aerys and his heir Prince Rhaegar Targaryen, it fell to Lord Owen and Grand Maester Pycelle to try and keep the peace between their supporters, something that would ultimately be easier said than done. Aerys II later stripped the Merryweathers of their lands and exiled Lord Owen 282 AC for his failures as Hand to prevent Robert's rebellion. However, in reality there was very little Lord Owen could have done. When the rebellion ended and the Baratheons victorious, Orton Merryweather convinced King Robert I Baratheon to restore Longtable, its titles and some of their lands to him and House Merryweather. But Robert emptied the Merryweather treasuries in compensation. The family's wealth and status has not completely recovered, so Orton is not as rich and powerful as his grandfather Owen. But in time, House Merryweather would start to build up their riches again. During the main book series, Lady Tiana of Mere, the wife of Lord Orton Merryweather, is the companion of Marjorie Tyrell when she arrives in King's Landing. Orton is present at the wedding of Tyrion Lannister and Sansa Stark, but plays no real role in it. However, after Joffrey I Baratheon is poisoned at his own wedding, Tiana swears at Tyrion Lannister's treason trial that she saw him drop something into the king's wine during his wedding feast. Later, after the War of Five Kings had finally come to an end, Lady Tiana plays a significant part during the start of King Tommen I Baratheon's reign, being a confidant, advisor, and occasionally sharing the bed of Cersei Lannister, the Queen Regent. Cersei offers to foster Russell Merryweather, the young son of Tiana and Orton, in King's Landing, which Tiana says she would consider. Cersei then names Lord Orton to her small council as Justicar and Master of Laws, and later raises him to be the new Hand of the King, after she demotes Sir Harys Swift to Master of Coin and Lord Treasurer. After Cersei's imprisonment by the Faith of the Seven, Tiana and Orton flee King's Landing and return to Longtable due to Tiana's close connection to Cersei. Finally, as of the end of A Dance with Dragons, this is all we currently know of House Merryweather.